Aye. Right, so this is a bit of a vintage video day today. So I found the other day some video on my hard drive that I hadn't shown anyone, which is quite old. I think it must be 5 years old or more. And it's me dipping fencing stakes in oil, or treating fencing stakes in oil. And I'll explain. So basically on the farm here, we use a lot of fencing stakes, normal standard round ones and half round and stuff. And they used to be treated in really strong chemicals, and I think one of them might even be arsenic, that used to stop them rotting off. Anyway, a lot of those chemicals were withdrawn. They still dip them in this sort of greeny stuff. Here we go, look. So they turn up at the farm this sort of greeny colour, and to be honest, they don't last very long at all. And they tend to rot off just where they go in the ground. Let me just show you. This is a typical farm pile. These are all old fencing stakes, look. So here's one. Let me drag that one out. Look, fencing stakes perfectly all right where it's out of the ground. Where it's gone in the ground, it's rotted off. And that treatment's supposed to help stop that, but it doesn't really do a lot of good. So a few years back, I copied what a local farmer did actually. He put his used engine oil in a wheelie bin and then basically dipped the ends of the stakes in them. So I've been doing that for a while. However, I've now stopped doing it more or less. I've switched to these creosoted stakes. Oh, now it's really heavy because of the weight of the creosote in with the wood. These are about I think they're 485 plus fat. I think it's plus fat. And the ends are oh, I got to put that down, it's bloody heavy. The whole stake's treated in creosote. So now the only thing is I can't get half round creosoted ones. These are half rounds, good for rails. So I still dip those in the oil. But anyway, let's have a look at the video I did. Here it is, vintage video. I do have a number of vintage videos which you'll be seeing at some point. Got lovely vintage videos of the barn being built in 2011, I think. That'll be popping up on its 10th year anniversary next year. I've got about a dozen videos of the whole barn being built from the ground up. So we'll see that at some point. But in the meantime, sit back and enjoy this vintage video of me dipping the stakes. In the meantime, also coming up, I'm pleased to say I've bought some new boiler suits. Look at the state of this one. Coming up, there will be the new boiler suit video. I'm going to set fire to my old ones. We'll have some fun with that. In the meantime, anyway, look out for that coming soon. Stay and watch this. Friday Night Live. Don't forget Friday Night Live's all throughout lockdown. Friday Night Live with me and the kids. That's coming up as well. Stay tuned for that every Friday at 8 o'clock. Anyway, right, I'm going to crack on. Got more work to do as usual. So today I'm trying something a bit extra to try and make these last longer. Now these are already treated, but I do find that they, I don't know how well they are treated because they don't really last that long. Maybe you get 5 years out of them, perhaps sometimes 10 if you've got some really good ones. But what you can do, and I've seen other farmers do this, is just soak the tip in some old engine oil and a bit of creosote. And I've got a plan today to do that. So let me just get my camera off the tripod and we'll have a look. Okay, so basically I haven't got a lot of engine oil kicking around because we don't do that much servicing on the tractors. I've got some creosote here, proper creosote. Look, you can get that if you're a farmer for industrial use, but the public can't buy that. Normally it's creosote substitute. I've got a bit of oil in these containers. These are I think it's vacuum pump oil, and there's a bit of engine oil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this old wheelie bin. Now the council have decided to get rid of all these big wheelie bins, much to my disgust, because it's quite hard to get all your rubbish in the new ones they provided, and they've basically taken them away. But I just purloined this because they're going to recycle it, and I thought I'm recycling here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a load of the oil in there with the creosote, and then I'm going to soak stakes in it. Right, let's just get this drum. Let's move that a bit closer and get a better view. Okay, so we're going to start with the engine oil, which came out of I think the Massey I did back in the summer. Alright. So you can see that, it's really horrible black stuff. a long time to come out of here because I haven't got the breather cap undone on the container, which would obviously help. That's pretty thick stuff. It smells as well. Okay, vacuum pump oil. Okay. I should get some of this on me, lovely stuff. Bit of splash back there. I think I've just got my phone covered as well. Oh, I'm making a right mess here. Oh, I just got all over my phone. Right, let's just test that with a steak. Oh, it still needs to go up a bit more. Oil. Okay, let's see what's that like now. Still not up as high as I like it, so finally I'm putting the creosote in. That's up about the right level for going in the ground. Of course, when I put stakes in, it will get higher. So I'm just going to put some stakes in there now, and we'll leave that to soak. Okay, one at a time. Let's put these in. Go. There we go. So either that's a fantastic idea and a bit of innovation, or I've just chucked a load of stakes in some oil and it's going to be a right mess. But I think it'll be good. I saw some other guys, as I said earlier, doing this with some stakes on their farm, and it just seemed a good way of using up some oil and also making the stakes last longer, because the actual effort of putting the stakes in is quite a bit. I don't think you need to worry too much about ground contamination, because when I take these out, I'll leave them to drain somewhere, so there shouldn't be any runoff, and realistically any little bit of residue that gets in the soil isn't going to really matter on the edge. Right, so there you go. We'll have a look tomorrow and see what they look like when they're finished. Okay, so I've actually had these steaks soaking in here for a couple of days now, and what I've done, I've already had a quick look at them. I've taken some out and put into another wheelie bin to sort of drip dry, if you like. We'll have a quick look at what we've got in the ones that have been left soaking. So if I bring this a bit nearer, we can have a look, play around with that. Right, so these have been in here quite a long time, and you can see, look, can you see that oil on there? So I'm going to transfer them into the other bin now, and I'll take out one. Here's what I did earlier. It's just like Blue Peter, if anyone remember that. So these are the finished steaks, and you can see there, it's not actually on the surface like that much now. It's soaked in, and you can see the line. It's sort of like acted like a wick, if you like, almost. I think it's sucked up there. So basically, I'm putting these to drain in the old wheelie bin, the other wheelie bin I've got, because I don't really want to turn up in a field with that running down my leg, as I'm trying to put it into a hole in the ground. And what I'm going to do now is, I've got another apple tree to plant in the orchard. I'm going to put these half round ones that go into go around the fence around the tree, to soak these now. So anyway, it's my little DIY fencing preservative kind of measure. Whether that adds a lot to the lifespan of these steaks, I don't know, but it can't do any harm, can it? Anyway, it's another little Funky Farmer DIY job. See you later, guys.